Workout started. GPS on.
Just like the old times, right?
Alright.
So it's like, I started it, and it sounded just like
the old days.
Yeah.
Zone 1.
Zone 1.
What app are you using?
I'm using iSmoothRun.
Oh, okay, yeah, it sounded like that. I was like, when I just heard that, I was like, oh, that sounds like mine. Then I realized I have that too.
But you have that one on your iPad. You don't have it on your phone.
Yep, I have it on my phone. Yep.
So you have the internet.
Yep.
Well done. Did you manage to punch in the password?
Yep.
Great. Did you have to have the phone fixed?
Oh no, I won't be doing that for a long time.
Something smells good. You get certain smells in the fall. The smell of wood fires.
Breaking news, on the news, they're saying that there was a lot of people in the hospital because they were smoking too much pot.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be legal on Wednesday. This Wednesday. My legs feel very stiff today. There's the Stingray. This guy must be a Chevy guy.
Nice truck too. It's a Cayenne Super.
Okay.
Super 20.
I'm sure you'd be friends with him.
Average heart rate 79. Workout average pace 8 minutes 19 seconds per kilometer.
I just thought we went back to doing the new route. This was the new route, because we had the original route, and then we did this one, and then we started doing the longer version.
So is this a short run?
No, we can make it longer.
Your legs stiff.
Yep, well, hopefully it'll loosen up. I'm running like a robot. It's like my legs aren't firing on all the cylinders. My engine is misfiring.
What's the difference between a cylinder and a valve?
Well, the piston is in the cylinder, and the valve is where the fuel goes in to the cylinder. But you'd only see valves in a 4-stroke engine, not in a 2-stroke. In the old days, the lawnmowers were 2-stroke.
How many cylinders is in that V6 then?
6.
Cylinders?
6 cylinders. 6 pistons. You've got to think of each cylinder has a piston.
But I thought the V meant a valve.
No. The V is the shape of the engine block.
Oh.
In the old days, the English cars used to be 4-cylinder in a row. Like that, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cylinders. And then they went to the V4. So it's 2 on one side, 2 on the other, in the shape of a V. And a V6 is 3 on either side.
I think I'll keep it here tonight.
Yeah?
I think I'm going to be working at the gym for the first time today.
Yeah, you got basketball today. She was saying. I misheard her. I thought.
There's a chip trail.
I know, I saw that.
Maybe next time.
Well, it'll just take us back onto 4th or 5th Street or whatever it's called.
Oh, but then we just do it longer.
No, it wouldn't be much longer. It'd be less noisy. Whoa.
What?
My knee went funny. I think it might be the cold. That's very unusual for me. But I did say my legs felt funny. Yeah. Suddenly all
Like
those...
a Model T Ford.
Yeah. No, but all of a sudden, all those thoughts went through my mind about what if I never run again? This could be the last run I ever do.
I was like, maybe I have to catch corals.
Hang on. Maybe I'm coming down with some illness. Well, normally it's me helping you to do your run. But today you might have to help me.
I was thinking I might have to catch you.
You're the boss today. And I'm the student.
What?
I'm the student.
No.
I'm learning how to run again.
No.
With a gammy knee.
Do you know what ganglions are?
Yep.
Average heart rate 81. Workout average pace 7 minutes 29.
Yeah, it's something to do with a nerve. Nerve pain. Oh, they're doing roadworks here. Once they get the flaggers out. The flag ladies. Oh.
It's funny how you don't see them doing anything else but flagging.
Yeah, well,
I think that's not fair.
well, maybe they're not qualified to be on the road crew. So they teach them how to flag first. And they're nearly always either very young girls or quite old women. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Or the most of them are actually native.
Native girls?
Yeah.
Yep, that's true. But I think some of those paving companies are owned by natives. and they keep it in the family. Talking of family, how's your dad?
He's good.
Yeah. Do you remember about 3 years ago when he passed out? No, don't you remember? He got this. Well, we went to see him in hospital.
Oh, yeah.
You remember then?
Yeah.
I think he had a bladder infection or something. I remember he was in a bad way for a while. There's the bus. Yeah, the driver probably thought we were running for the bus.
Have you seen that movie, Dumb and Dumber 2?
What was it called?
Dumb and Dumber 2.
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
Is that pretty funny?
yeah. That's well, you see number 1, right?
Yep.
I didn't like that one.
No?
But funny enough, I couldn't stand number 1.
You didn't like
I thought it was the worst.
Dumb and Dumber number 1?
Yeah. I couldn't stand it. And I watched Dumb and Dumber 2. It was hilarious.
Yeah. One of them was in a ski place.
Yeah,
That's Dumb and Dumber 1.
yeah.
They were in Aspen, Colorado.
In the beginning of Dumber
And
2.
doesn't he freeze his tongue to the railing or something?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And number 2, what is that?
What is what? It's just a bit of cellophane.
Oh, there's pot in it. Sheesh.
Somebody losing their drugs.
I think I'm losing it with this pot thing.
Well, I don't think there's going to be very much difference. There might be a little bit of a crazy couple of weeks.
Well, I think
When a lot of people are not used to it.
downtown,
That might be different.
downtown's going to be full of it.
Yeah.
You can smell it all over.
But you see, I heard on the radio that they're going to be making it illegal to smoke in the streets. Anything, whether it's cigarettes or pot.
Well, they did that with cigarettes before,
Yeah, there's certain parks where you're not allowed to smoke.
but they do it anyways.
Yeah, I know. And they're not going to waste their time busting people for having a cigarette in the park.
Or even pot.
Well, that's the difference. Before they felt like they had to arrest the guys because they were breaking a major rule. But now if it becomes illegal, it'll be a misdemeanor. I think that's what they call it, a misdemeanor. Just like spitting on the sidewalk.
Number 2, in the beginning, the guy said Jim Carrey is in the hospital in a wheelchair,
Oh yeah.
like in an asylum,
Yeah.
right? And he's visiting him, and he can't talk.
He's slurring.
Well, yeah, he's like brain dead,
Oh.
or like the movie Awakening.
Okay, so he was dumb, but for medical reasons.
Well,
He couldn't speak.
no, well, this time he was faking it.
He was faking it. Oh.
Yeah, and so I don't know what happened, but yeah, it was quite funny. Eventually, he said, "Are you faking it?" And he goes, "Uh-huh."
It's like when I say something
Average
that
heart rate 84.
when I say
Top
something
average
that's ridiculous and you say,
kilometer.
"What?" and I say, "Just kidding." I'm ignoring all my heart rate data today because my strap's on upside down.
How fast are we going?
We're going about 7 minutes per kilometer. A little slower than sometime.
You mean a little faster?
What?
A little faster, you mean?
Well, yeah, kind of. We sometimes run at 6:49.
Last week was 7:30.
7:30, yeah. But we did start off today with my bad leg. So maybe I'm trying to make up for lost time. I think that funny thing that happened to my knee was the temperature. Because I came here with long pants on, and when I took my long pants off, suddenly my knee got cold. But now I'm running in the sun, it's a lot easier. That's good cadence now. That's it. You got it, Toyota.
What?
What?
I don't like Toyotas. I like Hondas.
Hondas? What about Infinity?
Yeah.
You like them?
Acuras.
Acura, yeah.
I don't like Teslas though.
Tesla?
Yeah, I don't like them.
What, the electric?
I don't know what they are.
I think they are electric.
I think they're overrated on their price.
Yep. They're definitely expensive.
I like the ones that are expensive quality, but not overrated price. And now it's the Maserati.
The Maserati.
Very fancy.
Wow. Norma saw one at University Heights.
A Maserati?
Yep. Parked there. The other day I was going for a run and I went into the... Did you see that car? I went into the bathroom to take a drink. And there was a guy in there with a really fancy bike. He had a really fancy bike with him, and I said to him, I guess you better bring it inside so that nobody steals it. He says, oh, I'm not too worried. It's got a chip in it. If somebody steals the bike, they can track where it is. And he said he went round to one place with the cops and arrested the guy. So if he was really mean, he could just leave his bike unlocked and then go around arresting people for stealing his bike.
That's awesome. I like that.
Wow. The poor guy who steals your bike, I guess it's his own fault for stealing your bike.
Yep.
But that would be considered entrapment. You're making somebody break the law.
Still up to them if they want to break the law.
Yeah, they still have to make that decision that they're going to steal your bike. But you're setting them up. Your temptation, you're bringing temptation their way. Look, there's a mirror. Well, unfortunately, it's not raining.
Zone 1.
I know you'd much rather it was like last week, cold and wet.
Zone 3.
You see, my heart rate's all over the place. I'm sure it's not my heart, it's just a bad reading. Because 1 minute it says zone 0, And then it says Zone 5. I mean, if it went from 0 to 5 that quickly, there'd be something really major going on.
With this whole election, I find it's kind of discouraging because how, with so many people trying to get in, that would make it hard for that one person to win.
Yeah, but they're voting for councillors. They're voting for mayor. They're voting for
Average heart rate
lots of different jobs.
Average pace 7 minutes
That would
17
be
seconds
hard
per kilometer.
for that one person that's trying to be chancellor.
Yeah, but they're not all going for that one same job. There's maybe 10 jobs up for grabs. I'm not too sure how it works.
I think there's a lot going for the mayor.
Yeah. But is that going to be mayor of Sydney or mayor of Saanich? What?
For Sydney.
Ah,
So you might as well say Cliff over there.
yeah.
It's not going to win
Well, maybe not.
because he's competing against 10 other people.
Yeah, so they're spreading their vote. If it was just 2 candidates, you'd say, well, either they're going to vote for one or the other. But with 10 candidates, you're right, they're going to spread their vote around. And it's not going to be any use to anybody. Anyway, here's Amelia once again. This is the bottom of Amelia. Amelia's bottom. Well, I guess down there would be Amelia's bottom. This is more like Amelia's waist. And the head is up there at the highway.
There's another plane.
Coming in?
Yeah.
I hear some jets, yeah. Pretty soon we get to your street, right?
Yep.
But first we have to go past the fish and chip place. Are you still working there?
Yeah.
Good man. That's 4 weeks now. That's a world record. I bet they've never had a kitchen helper that long. They got a bit of weather protection for the patio as well.
Oh, that's for design.
Oh, for design?
Yeah, like, kind of makes it look like a fishing boat.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I was thinking of taking you there for a present. And, because they have, I can't wait for you to try their
ice cubes?
Yeah.
The little hat-shaped ice cubes?
And a nice cold lighthouse beer. Yeah, it's a lighthouse. I was actually quite impressed.
That's good. All right, so this is your street. I would say goodbye to you here, but my bike is up at your house. Another time I could leave it down here.
Gives us a longer run.
True. Well, you'll be glad to know that my knee issues have cleared themselves up in the space of half an hour.
You should see Addendum number 2.
Is it on general release or is it... Hello.
It's been released for a long time.
It's been out for a while?
Yeah.
Hi. We're all going so slowly today. That guy's got an e-bike. He's got a power hub on the front.
No, I'm not using it right now. I'm trying to get exercise.
Okay, because I have an e-bike.
Yeah?
I just rode out from Gordon Head.
Oh.
That's 25k.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I had the power assist.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
But you're not using yours today.
Well, I'm just going to switch these.
Okay.
It's easy to use all the time, but I need the exercise too.
That's true. But on a 25K, I get a fair bit of exercise. But I was telling Derick, riding it feels like being in the gym on the exercise bike.
Uh-huh.
You can dial how much work you want to do.
Yeah.
And I give myself like half the work.
Do you have like the one, like mine's just like a kit thing, basically?
No, mine was purpose built.
Oh.
Yep.
I just added the wheel.
Yep. That is an option.
Yeah.
We're going to run right by it in a second.
Oh.
There it is. That one there. That's my bike.
Oh. Nice.
Yep. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
You too.
So we're racing an old guy on an e-bike. Well, not that old. He's probably my age. Do you think he was about my age, Derick?
Yeah.
Just about.
Workout paused.
Workout stop.
Workout
I thought you
stop.
said it was built on.
No. It unclips if you want to charge it.
Oh, I think that's what he was saying.
No, his one, the electric hub is on the front one. It was a kit, so he put the electric hub on his regular bike.
Huh. How much are those?
They probably work out as about $300 conversion. Just pay for the new wheel and the new electrics, so the rest stays the same. But that's what I said to him. My bike was purpose built. It was built as an e-bike right from scratch. They didn't modify.
Did I do that to my bike?
Yeah, you could buy a front hub like he did. I'll send you the link.
Wow.
But it is a retrofit, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
You're putting new technology on an old bike. You might be better off just looking for an e-bike, second-hand.
Zone 1.
Oh, I don't have the money for that.
No. If you don't have the money to fix your phone, you certainly don't have the money to buy an e-bike.
Well, fixing the phone's only $99.
And would you say that was a priority?
Yeah, I'm picky, very, very picky.
But can you live without that green phone?
You
probably can, because you've had to live without it for so long. But you'd like it to be fully operational, right?
I'm getting it modified too.
So you're going to change the specs on it? Supercharge it?
Yeah.
Turbo?
It'll have an advanced battery in it.
Don't spend too much money on having it fitted, because remember, it only cost you $40 to start with.
Get it jailbroken too.
Get it jailbroken. You don't need to, it's already open. It's been wiped clean, there's no...
Oh no, I meant to get it working with the old apps.
Oh, I see. Well, good luck with that, Derick. I'm not sure if I know what you're saying, but I'm sure you do. That's the thing. You're more savvy when it comes to electronics than I am.
Well, because when Carlos had his old phone,
Yeah.
he had to do that same thing to get the app working for him.
I'm thinking now I don't need to put my long pants back on.
What?
I'm all warmed up.
Oh, okay.
I just have to remember to take them.
Okay.
All right, so when do we run again?
Next Monday?
All right, but try and get some exercise. I know you're going to the gym today
Yeah.
for basketball.
Yeah. And well, I'm just going to the gym and basketball.
Good. All right, well, I'll catch up with you later on in the week.
Okay.
And I'll make sure that we remember about Monday.
Okay.
Bye.